Gun control will be on the agenda today in the first state that will help decide the 2020 election. With the Iowa State Fair in full swing a few miles away, the leading Democratic presidential candidates will share their solutions to gun violence at a forum in downtown Des Moines. Ed O'Keefe is in Iowa. Ed, good morning.
Good morning, Dana. This is one of the biggest political weekends of the year here in Iowa. Hundreds of thousands of people go to that state fair that you mentioned. But for the Democratic presidential candidates, it began last night. They shared the stage at a chicken wing dinner.
8 years of Donald Trump will fundamentally change who we are as a nation.
Together, we will protect American democracy and the rule of law, and together we will create an economy and a government that works for all.
20 Democrats who want to be president, and just 5 minutes each to make their case.
Hello, Iowa Democrats!
Democratic presidential candidates are here again in Iowa this weekend for a series of events. There's stops at the state fair and visits across the Hawkeye State.
I've spent a lot of time with our farmers.
Here in Iowa, polling puts former Vice President Joe Biden on top. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren is in second, with everyone else trailing. On Saturday, most of the candidates are set to speak at a forum on gun violence, an event organized just in the last few days since the mass shootings in Ohio and Texas. Ahead of the forum, former Housing Secretary Julian Castro released a new plan to tackle gun violence and extremism.
My plan would combat white nationalism, domestic terrorism, by enacting gun safety legislation that would make it harder for guns to get into the hands of the wrong people.
Can you really, though, legislate and spend away that kind of ideology and thought and hate?
Well, I think that we can catch it sooner before it actually turns into violence.
Voters at the fair have different views on what to do about mass shootings.
Owning a weapon, which I believe is our right, is also a big responsibility. And so I would like to see some better background checks.
We blame guns and the politicians, and nothing's changed. And it's insane. I'm just sick of the same conversation. I feel like Congress over and over there should be over again.
That gun forum is sponsored by various gun control organizations, including some bankrolled by the former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg. It's telling that Democrats feel so confident discussing the issue of gun control that they're going to do it here in a state like Iowa. Meanwhile, 9 more candidates will be over at the state fair today. To give you a sense of the sheer size of this presidential field, all of these candidates are holding at least 30 different events across the state of Iowa today, Jeff.
Good luck covering all of it. We know you will, Ed. Ed, thank you very much.